Hey, this is Fred. I just wanted to tell you about two true crime channels on YouTube. If you're interested in the Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie case, and you probably know about either one of these channels, but those are my dogs walking around right now. But anyway, so the first one is called Gavin Fish True Crime. This guy's cool because he only started just like a few months ago, and he's really good at like kind of going over what's been going on with the search for Brian and some of the evidence, but also he reads through some documents sometimes, and also tells a little bit about kind of the legal entanglements that the federal government is, finding themselves in as they look for Brian, the things they can do and can't do and don't want to do yet, in terms of like prosecution, the amount of time they will need to set up a trial in a certain amount of time. So it's just interesting. He's just got a nice way about him, So look for Gavin Fish True Crime, that channel. I'll put the link below. Boy, the wind's blowing tonight. And then the other channel is called Grizzly Books True Crime. And this is a channel that a woman in the Netherlands does. Her name's Gazella, and she mostly does like a lot of map coverage of, the places that Brian and Gabby were in, and also covers, some documents and video, like she'll zoom in on certain videos that have been in the media. She's got a great channel too, and I love her analysis on a lot of things. The only thing I kind of skip at the end, she'll do some like merch stuff and higher tiers of subscription. So I just skip that, but everything else during her videos are great. She really seems to think about things. She also goes maybe a little bit more on speculative ideas. Like for example, she talked about the planter boxes that are in the backyard of Brian's parents, and how they could be like a bunker, like an underground bunker, like an access to where he might be staying. So she showed some examples of like how they're actually real bunkers that people can buy that actually look like planter boxes. So that was interesting. And at the same time, in my mind, I just can't imagine he'd be anywhere around there. I think he's up, like I said in some other videos, in the Appalachian Trail, or even further Montana. Dakota is just really far away. And then Gavin Fish had a really interesting video today. He talked about how if you look at the video of when the police stopped Brian and Gabby, and there's actually video footage, it's like a second camera footage of the police officer who goes to the driver's side. You'll see behind where Brian's sitting, there's a seat cover. It's like a seat cover that either Brian or Gabby put into the van. And yet, when the van has been taken to the FBI for photos, that they've released some of the photos they took of the van at the FBI, there's no seat cover, only on the driver's side. So it's like, did Brian take that seat cover out after there was some kind of evidence on it? Did the FBI take that seat cover out? So why is that suddenly not there, but the passenger side seat cover is there? So what I'd say is, if you're interested in this subject and you haven't heard of those channels, look for Gavin Fish True Crime and look for Grizzly Books True Crime. And like I said, I'll put the channel links on the bottom of the description here so you can find it. But they both have really great videos and interesting ideas in their videos. Have a good night. I'll talk to you soon.